Hello YouTube, this is Knife Sharpening Norway. I'm gonna just re-tin my victorinox. It's already extremely thin, but I'm gonna check how far I can push it. It's easily as thin as a Konosuke laser, Takamura, diffuser, etc. It's extremely thin, as you can see. But hey, if we can push it, let's push it some more. I'm gonna just, take it to the max. I'm using my Shapton glass 220. It's my favorite thinning stone now. It's not the best to 220, it's too thirsty. Shapton glass is perfect. The Shapton Pro is not. That releases way too much abrasive. Shapton glass is just right. Just gonna make sure it's flat before I start. Just gonna remove the edge. And I know this search torch. I'm only doing it 3 times. You don't need to do it more, but you can see, like I do now, light refracting from the very edge, you know you have a dull apex. As you see, I can place my fingers here and drag, not cut myself. Nothing. So yeah, I'm just gonna start thinning it, just splashing some water. No, thinning it, flattening it, to make sure it's flat, sorry. I'm gonna go from the Shapton glass 220 to the naniwa professional 400, then the aotoshi naniwa 2000. And it was already flat, so that was all it took. And this, it just needs a little light splashing and it's good to go. I'm just gonna get a towel here to dry my hands so I don't slip. And you see I've already tinned this from more than 50% up the blade on both sides, a little more on the right side. So I'm just gonna get started again. And immediately it starts to remove metal. And I'm using, because this is such a wide area, I'm using maybe 10 pounds of force. As you see, that's gotten me lots of abrasive to work with. Now I'm going to go down to maybe 5-6 pounds and just let the stone and the abrasive do the work. There's no need to waste abrasive. Now I'm using maybe 2-3 kilos or 5-6 pounds, and that's optimal for this stone when tinning and doing wide bevels. As you see now, it works much better. Just checking, I need a little more at the very tip here. And yes, I'm getting the scratch pattern uniform. And this is now, after I'm done with it, gonna outperform my Shibata, Geshin Ginga, Konosuke HD laser, diffuser, nearly every knife you can buy out of the box, because this is gonna be screaming thin. Of course, the edge retention isn't as good as it's just a soft metal, but in poor cutting performance, this knife is going to be near impossible to beat without your thinning knife. As you see, I've thinned the crap out of it. See the difference? There it's a little bit lighter, here it's completely dark. And yeah, holy crap. Sorry about the language, but that's like a needle. Oh my god. Yeah, I've gotten a little carried away about the thinning, but yeah, I don't care. That's wow. Yeah, it's thin. Again, I've gotten the abrasive I need, so I'm just using it. I need a little more, so I'm going up to 10-12 pounds, just to release a little. There you see lots of abrasive, just a few drops. I'm going down to about 5-6 pounds again, 2-3 kilos, just light pressure. Perfect. You don't need to bear down when sharpening, just let the stone do its work. If it don't releases abrasive, increase the pressure until it releases, then back down and use that abrasive. Just a little splash of water. I'm using an entire stone. Sorry about that. I just started to eat. Going for the heel. Just turning it. It's gotten a little bit clumpier, so I'm just removing some abrasive. I'm hitting the handle a little bit here, but I'm not really caring much about it. It's not so damn important. It's insane. It's just, yeah. Scratch pattern is uniform. I'm going a little higher and thinner here because I'm a lefty, so it's like a chisel ground knife. It's flatter here, so it don't, yeah, and it pushes food away here, but not much since it's so thin. Yeah, that's insane. Needing a little more just here. Here, and a little more just at the very back of the knife. There. And people always ask, wow, why do you tin your knives? We have watched Perfection and other sharpening channels and they don't never tin. Well, these, it's just for increasing performance when I do it, because I don't, yeah, this is already tin, but as you see, it's screwed in. But if I, yeah, imagine you got a V like this, the fingers are the cutting edge. When you move down, it gets fatter, fatter, fatter. Say this is when you sharpen a little bit of the edge, it goes down here. Every time you sharpen, it gets thicker and thicker here. As you see, it's a lot thicker here at the spine than at the edge. You can't even see the edge nearly. That's why I tin. I'm just gonna flatten again before putting it away. I love my Shapton Pro 220. It's a great hard using stone. There, it's flat. Just taking the sides off. Washing it. If you take care of your stones, they will take care of you. Going to my Naniwa Professional 400, and that's one of my favorite stones. Making sure it's flat. Nothing I've ever been sharpening on felt so good as the Naniwa Professional stones. And there, that's flat. Open just a little bit of a slurry work off. And if you take off the corners every time, you remove the chance of it chipping so easily. There. Now I'm gonna polish the sides and start the edge. And I'm blending the edge into the sides of the knife, if that makes sense. Instead of making the very edge like a V, very sharp, very visible, I'm blending it in so you can't even feel it. That's why there's always more polish here at the edge. So now I'm gonna just tin and polish up the sides on my 400. And as I said earlier, you can use just as much pressure you like, nearly. I'm going to use like 5-6 kilos, 10-12 pounds. That's the maximum force I would use on a stone. That's pretty damn hard, just to see how much abrasive it releases. And as you see, too much abrasive. You can easily use this, but it's a waste of stone. So I'm going down to the optimum pressure when tinning is about like 5-6 pounds. It's usually the most needed. And then it's a pleasure. You just need a firm pressure, like a handshake, nothing more. Don't bear down on it. People say, but you lose durability, blah blah blah, when tinning so much. Yes, but I'm not hacking through bones, I'm not splitting coconuts with it. I'm just cutting vegetables and boneless protein. meats and stuff. Yeah, god damn, that is thin. Now I'm rocking a little like this, just half a degree to make it a little convex. And I mean little, this is so damn thin, it's near impossible to make it anything other than flat. If I got a huge wheel, it would be hollow. And since it's so thin, it goes through everything much easier than a thicker knife. It's a given. It's like trying to push this through here. I can use all the force I want. If I take a needle or this part and do the same, it would penetrate my skin. It's easy science. You don't need to be very smart to understand that. Like when shooting a bullet, the bullet goes through you, but the recoil is easily, it's the same force. So why don't the gun go through your body? Why? It's bigger, it's not so pointy. It's the same thing as when punching. If you punch someone with a fist, yeah, you can do some damage, but imagine taking this and doing the same thing, how much more force you are getting on that tiny area. Same thing is with cutting. Less area contact, less force needed. Why I'm splashing water so often is not because the stone is drying out, because I'm getting so flat and thin, the knife is sucking into the stone. It's like, yeah, sticking to the stone. That looks good. Yeah, that's insane. Moving to the back side. We're at 17 minutes, not bad at all. I'm stopping on the naniwa aotoshi because I like some bite in my edges. You don't need the hair whistling edges, you need something that grabs the skin of onion, or tomato, etc. And nearly every knife can be tinned. In my house I've never gotten a knife, even in customs from Blom I could tin and improve. Today I'm getting a knife that I can't imagine to tin, I'm gonna be blown away. Even the CCK, which was anorectically thin, it was just scarily thin, I could tin just a little above the edge. It's above the edge that matters when going through things. The edge does the very initial cutting, but behind the edge does the rest. I love to make my knives perform just as good as they can be. Let's see, comparing the sides. Just a little here, and you learn to spot these things when sharpening by how the light reflects, how the knife looks and stuff. Looks very, very good. Lower, because I've convexed from about here down where my nail is, so about that much of the edge and down is convex. As you see, scratchy knife. This is just because it's wet. So yeah. But as you see how thin it is, you can't even see it, so the camera won't focus either, but yeah, trust me, it's thin. I'm gonna move to the edge, just going maybe here. That's flat. That's where I'm thinning at, and that's where the angle is gonna be. That's 8 to 10 degrees. That's thin. And now using again 2 to 3 kilos, 5 to 6 pounds just to establish the edge. And now I'm rocking and making, blending the edge into the face of the blade. This is the hardest thing to do when sharpening, is to make sure the edge is blended well into the face. You don't have any sharp shoulders or anything when cutting. And sharpening is a skill you can only learn by doing. You can't learn by watching. So you see now the shiny part has gone away from the edge. Where here it's a little more shiny. The edge, and the side where I sharpened isn't. I'm nearly there. I'm just gonna blend a little more. And you can sharpen regularly, just slapping an edge on there, but the performance won't be as good as this, because you make the entire face one unit, so it hasn't got any shoulders or anything to snag on. I'm very near, so I'm just gonna flip the sides since the edge is so thin. So I'm not bending it. I'm doing the same thing. Again, rocking slightly. blending it. The light tells me very much. I can see the scratch pattern where I need to go, and yeah. Think of it like this: you're taking something that is already good and making it better and better and better until you've gotten it perfect. It's like when tuning a car. You can always improve something. And I look at my knives the same way. There, I got a tiny burr. No light refracting, bouncing off the edge. That means I got a clean apex. Just gonna lighten to the weight of the knife, start blending and minimizing the burr. Flips pretty easy now. Just gonna lay it flat and see how thin it is, if that's enough to flip the burr. And a decent. That means the edge is still convex enough. That's good. It's from flat and to where I'm hitting the edge, it's max 2-3 degrees difference. Just making it a little more uniform now. Greasing the burr a little. Yeah, I can detect a very small burr, but not enough to make me worry about going to the next stone. I sharpened quite a lot, so I know what I can work with and what I can't work with. Flattening again, and as you see, it's here. That's all it took. Now removing this. I feel like sharpening is a great way to improve on patience, and it's like meditating. You're just focusing on making one thing as good as can be. Flattening my naniwa aotoshi 2K green brick. And as you see, high spot. It's often here we got the high spots. I sharpened pretty much on this, so the high spot was pretty high, I can see that. We're talking maybe, yeah, what should I say? Just a little more. Maybe 1/4 of a millimeter. Just gonna change out this. There. That looks good. This stone often clogs, so I'm gonna do this sometimes between polishing and sharpening. Because when it clogs, it goes finer from 2K all the way up to near a 4K finish. So starting, I'm just gonna check the stone is in frame. Yeah. By polishing the sides of the knife. I'm using here maybe 8 pounds of force, I would guess about 4 kilos on this. To make it release a little abrasive, since it's such a wide contact area. And since I'm polishing up from a 400 to a 2K, that's a pretty big jump. To easily put a 1K stone between these. I don't feel the need, I'm not going for a complete good polish, it's just to remove the worst scratches on the knife. As you see, pretty much abrasive. Trying to use all the stone, which is easier than it sounds, no, harder than it sounds, I mean, sorry. And to me, no jigged systems can do what you can do by hand, because you can dial it in just the way you want it. You can't blend as good as you can by hand on a machine either. And it needs to be a belt, and you need to manually do it. That side seems about done. This is pretty hard work to do just right. It takes a good lot of concentration and good luck of skill to blend the edge perfect into the face. When I first learned to tin, I used cheap knives and wrecked a good deal of them. And yeah, you always are improving every time you sharpen. It's a good skill to have. And the aotoshi is a good stone to have. If I could have just 2 stones, it would be the Naniwa Professional 400 and the Naniwa aotoshi 2K. Or my Naniwa Professional 400 and my Naniwa Professional 3K. Good stones, a lot of them. Just doing this to get a little more even wear. There. Yeah, the stone hasn't clogged. Let's scare it in. Now I'm moving and blending the very edge. Now I'm using just the weight of the knife since the edge and the apex is already established. I'm rocking a little just to blend a little. So the edge and face is one. Since I'm using so little pressure, the stone will clog just a little, since, as I said, you need a little more pressure to release abrasive. That's already taken just a little hint of polish at the edge. Burr is flipped. I'm doing the same on this side. Just the weight of the knife, nothing more. And rocking just a little, that's sometimes you see it sticks a little, is because I'm going to where it's completely flat. And then it's sticking. Just relaxing this wrist, doing like this, just a little gentle rocking. Just flipping sides and flipping the burr a little. Just creating a tiny micro bevel, blending that that in at maybe 12-14 degrees. Cutting to remove the burr. There, ever so lightly, just swooping the edge to making sure it's uniform. It's an incredible toothy sharp edge. We do the Mary Carter 3-finger test. I don't want to do that with much pressure at all. Just washing the knife, scrubbing the edge of it all to catch any micro burrs. There, I'm just doing like this to catch any small burrs. Drying off the knife. Ensuring there isn't any small burrs. Yeah, I can put it just here. Just gonna flatten the stone before I show you how sharp the edge is. This is without a leather strop. Do a new video after I'm cleaning here, showing you how I strop. Okay, so this is gonna be the next video with stropping. Just gonna clean up the stone. This stone releases so much abrasive that it's hard to flatten because the plate sucks into the stone. There, that's plenty. Just gonna get the worst away. Made a mess here. I'm just wiping off that. Need to clean the kitchen afterwards, but yeah. There. Just wiping it off on my dry t-shirt and pants leg so it's dry, and swapping the edge just on my pants leg. I'm going to take it to a leather strap after. So this is straight from the stone and stopping only with my pants. Yeah, this is of a 2K stone. That's very sharp. And remember, I removed the edge before I sharpened. Just for push cutting. Yep, let's at the heel. The midpoint. You see, that's, yeah, I'm a little wet at my hand. See, the midpoint, at the nose, the complete tip. Even sharpened a little point, so I'm gonna try this. It's a square knife, but as you see, yeah, that's what I call pretty sharp. Let's see if I do like this, maybe it will focus. You can see how screaming sharp that is. Oh, thin, sorry. Can't even see it. And as I showed, it's very sharp. Thanks for watching. This is Knife Sharpening Norway. Really hope you subscribe, press like and share my videos. It helps a lot to get the channel growing. If the channel grows, where I got say 500,000 subscribers, I maybe can get some free review samples and grow my channel even more. So please help me. Thank you. Bye.